दिस इज़ अंशिका सिंह। वेलकम टू लर्न विद अंशिका सिंह। स्वागत है आप सबका आज की वीडियो में, आज की क्लास में। मैं हूं अंशिका और आप देख रहे हैं मेरा यूट्यूब चैनल लर्न विद अंशिका सिंह। अगर आप मेरे चैनल पर नए हैं, सबसे पहले मेरे चैनल को सब्सक्राइब कर लीजिए और नोटिफिकेशन बेल को तो बिल्कुल मत भूलिएगा ऑन करना। और वीडियो को कमेंट, लाइक एंड शेयर अभी से कर दें क्योंकि वीडियो बहुत अच्छी होने वाली है। तो आज की हमारी वीडियो का टॉपिक है इनविक्टस पोएम एंड ये हमारी इंग्लिश लिटरेचर का पार्ट है। और आप ये भी कह सकते हैं, अगर आपको मोटिवेट होना है तो ये एक मोटिवेशनल पोएम है और ये बहुत अच्छी है सबके लिए। अगर आप मोटिवेट होना चाहते हैं तो आप इसे ज़रूर सुनिए, और अगर आपके कोर्स में है तो बिल्कुल सुनिए। So this poem is written by William Ernest Henley. He is the poet of this poem, and he was born in England, in Gloucester, England, in 1849, and he was diagnosed with tubercular arthritis at the age of 12. And this poem is mainly a hospital poem because when he was writing this poem, then he was diagnosed with tubercular arthritis at the age of 12. So he was in the hospital at that time. So he wrote this poem for showing his difficulties in a form of a poem. Okay, so let's move ahead. So our first stanza is, out of the night that covers me, black as the pit from pole to pole, I thank whatever gods may be for my unconquerable soul. So the rhyming scheme for the first stanza is AB and AB. Now, how can we say this? In this, me and B are rhyming, so the letter A has been given to them. And in the second and fourth line, pole and soul are rhyming, so the letter B has been given to them. Okay, you can note it. You just pause the video now and note it in your copies. Next, figure of speech comes now. So in this, the figure of speech is in the first line, and the line is, out of the night that covers me. So how can we say this? In this, the comparison is being done, and we know that whenever metaphor is there, then the comparison is being done. Okay, with not any word. Okay. Now let's see the comparison is done between which two words. So the comparison is being done over here. The night has been compared to the night blanket, so that only metaphor takes place. And in the second line, simile is there, and the line is black as the pit from pole to pole. Now simile is there because the comparison has been done by using as, and the comparison has been done between the darkness of the poet's life to a pit. Now let's see the explanation of this stanza. So let's move with the first line, that is, out of the night that covers me. So this line means that usually at night we use a blanket to cover ourselves, but the night is covering the poet. Okay, and in this I told you that metaphor is used because over here night is being compared with the night blanket. Okay, so over here metaphor takes place. Now the second line is, black as the pit from pole to pole. So this means that the problems are as black and deep as a pit from one end to another end. The third line, I thank whatever gods may be. Now he is in this line. Now he is thanking to gods who helped him in these bad and problematic and worst situations of his life. Now the fourth line, for my unconquerable soul. So in this line, this means that he is thanking the gods for giving him an undefeatable soul which can't be defeated. Okay, now means this unconquerable, or we can say undefeatable, means that it can't be defeated by any kind of problems. Now let's move to the second stanza. Second stanza is, in the fell clutch of circumstance, I have not winced nor cried aloud. Under the bludgeonings of chance, my hand is bloody but unbowed. Now, in this line, the rhyming scheme in the second stanza is CD and CD. Now you can see here in the third, sorry, children, so sorry for that noise. Any notification came? Yeah, so circumstance and chance are rhyming in the first and third lines, so they have been given with letter C. Okay, and now let's see the second and fourth line. Aloud and unbowed are rhyming, so the letter D has been given to them. Now, figure of speech in the stanza 2 is the first line, personification. So, in this line, personification is there by in this line, the work that can only be done by human beings is showed as done by the circumstances. Means in this line, the line is in the fell clutch of circumstance, means in the deadly grip of circumstances. So means the holdings, the action that can only be performed by living things is done in this. But in this line, the circumstances are performing the action. So this line has been termed as personification. Now the third line also is personification. Okay, how? In this line again, we can say that personification is there by the bludgeonings, that means beatings, are performing the action of beating. But in real life, only living things can perform those type of actions. So this line can also be termed as personification. Means any human can only beat any human, na? Not any non-living thing can beat anyone. Okay, so over here personification has been given. Now let me explain you the second stanza also. So the first line, that is in the fell clutch of circumstance. This means that in this line the deadly. This means that the circumstances are holding the poet in a deadly or cruel grip. We can say, or deadly in a tight manner or deadly manner. Okay, means वो इतना उसको सता रही है circumstances कि पूछिए मत. Now the second line. The second line is, I have not winced nor cried aloud. Means the poet in this line has said that he has not winced. Winced means to show that you are feeling pain. So he hasn't winced nor cried, even though the problematic situations are much there. Means they are beating him, but still he is courageous. He is not feeling, that means he's not showing that, yeah, I'm feeling very much pain, I'm with very much pain. Okay, now the fourth line, my head is bloody but unbowed. This means sorry, first I want to tell you the third line, so sorry. Now in the third line, under the bludgeonings of chance, means the worst problems of the poet is beating him badly again and again. Okay, fourth line, my head is bloody but unbowed. This means that the poet is completely injured, but he is not ready to give up. Okay, now the third stanza. So the third stanza is the firstly I want to tell you the rhyming scheme, but let's firstly once recite this stanza. Beyond this place of wrath and tears looms but the horror of the shade, and yet the menace of the ears finds and shall find me afraid. Now the rhyming scheme of stanza 3 is E F E F. Now in this, tears and ears are rhyming, so the letter E has been given to them, and shade and afraid are rhyming, so the letter F has been given to them. The figure of speech, no figure of speech is over there in this stanza, so no need to mention it also, but this is my video, so I am mentioning. But whenever you told this to your teachers or anyone else, so no need to mention this. Now the first line, beyond first and second line we'll read. Beyond this place of wrath and tears looms but the horror of the shade. this means in the future, then he will not be in anger, but still one thought appears in his mind, and that thought is a fear of his death. Now the third and the fourth line, and get the menace of the ears finds and shall find me afraid. But then the poet thought that the horror of the shade means the fear of death will come after a long time, and then whenever this fear will come, it will find him unafraid. Now let's move to the fourth stanza. So the fourth stanza, it matters not how straight the gate, how charged with punishments the scroll. I am master of my fate. I am the master of my fate. I am the captain of my soul. So in this stanza, the rhyming scheme is GH. In this, gate and fate are rhyming, so the letter G has been given to them, and H is the scroll and soul are rhyming, so the letter H has been given to them. And the figure of speech is in the fourth line is metaphor, and the fourth line is I am the captain of my soul. Over here the poet is saying that he is the captain of his soul, which is being compared to a captain of a ship. Now let's I'll explain you the stanza 4. So in this, he is saying that it matters not how straight the gate, how charged with punishments the scroll. In these lines, he's saying that it doesn't matters, and he doesn't cares. It doesn't matters for him that how narrow the gate of heavenly life is, and how much punishments it's being charged with. He say, and I am master of my fate. I am the captain of my soul. And he says that he is the master of his fate, and he is the captain of his soul. So thank you for watching, everyone. Have a wonderful and auspicious day ahead. Subscribe to my channel, on the notification bell, comment, like and share the video. Bye bye.